Parents, what's the harshest thing your kid ever screamed at you in public? You're not my real dad anyway. I wish you were dead like my actual father. 7-year-old Marcus said, causing every head within 50 feet to turn and stare. The cashier's hand froze mid-scan on a box of cereal. The woman behind us clutched her purse tighter and took a step back. I felt my face burn red as Marcus continued his meltdown, kicking at the cart and screaming about how much he hated me. This wasn't just a typical tantrum over candy at checkout. This was 3 years of failed bonding, therapy sessions, and careful navigation of his grief exploding in the most public way possible. What I didn't know was that Miss Henderson from 2 streets over was recording the whole thing on her phone, posting it to the neighborhood Facebook group with the caption, "Abusive stepfather terrorizes grieving child at Safeway." By the time I got Marcus home and into his room for a timeout, my phone was already buzzing with notifications. The video had been shared 43 times in 20 minutes. The comments were brutal. Someone had already identified me by name and posted my work address. 3 people claimed they were calling Child Protective Services. One woman said she recognized Marcus from the memorial service for his biological father 2 years ago, and that I was clearly traumatizing this poor baby. My wife Sarah was at her book club when everything went down. She came home to find me sitting at the kitchen table with my laptop open, watching the video spread across social media like wildfire. Marcus was finally asleep upstairs after an hour of crying and apologizing. Sarah watched the 47-second clip twice before closing the laptop and staring at me with this exhausted look I'd never seen before. "How bad is it?" she asked. "Bad," I said. "Really bad." The video showed Marcus's complete breakdown, but it started recording right when he screamed about wishing I was dead. It didn't show the 15 minutes before when he'd been begging for a $12 Lego set, and I'd explained we needed to stick to our grocery list because money was tight. It didn't show me calmly redirecting him 3 different times or offering compromises. It just showed a little boy in obvious distress and me standing there looking helpless and angry. By morning, the video had spread beyond our neighborhood group. Someone had cross-posted it to a parenting shaming page with 30,000 followers. The comments had turned into a full investigation of my character. People were sharing screenshots of my LinkedIn profile, my college information, even photos from Sarah's Instagram account. Someone found our home address and posted it publicly, along with speculation about Marcus's real father and how I was probably abusing both him and Sarah. The phone started ringing at 6:30 a.m. The first call was from Marcus's school, asking if he would be attending classes that day. The secretary's voice was careful and professional, but I could hear the concern underneath. She mentioned that several parents had called asking about Marcus's well-being and wondering if there were safety concerns at home. The second call was from Sarah's work. Her supervisor had seen the video and wanted to discuss whether Sarah needed any support resources or time off. The third call was from a reporter at the local newspaper who'd somehow gotten our home number and wanted a comment about the incident involving alleged verbal abuse of a minor stepchild. Marcus came downstairs for breakfast acting like nothing had happened. He'd had these explosive episodes before, usually followed by periods where he seemed genuinely confused about what he'd done wrong. "Check the full story down here,"